Yeah. We are back up in here, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Man,
Listen,
we
man.
back.
Yeah, man. Y'all heard him, man. We back up in this thing. And y'all already know how to do this, man. Just go back, you know what I'm saying, and check out that previous segment. You know, we definitely expressed our feelings and concerns about the sub, you know, the implosion, and the fact that people lost their lives, and there are people out there who are actually thinking that this is funny and making memes and videos and everything like that. I think you even said that they got it going into GTA or something like that, right, X? Sad stuff. So if y'all want to go a little bit more in depth, see what I did there, definitely check us out. You know what I'm saying? Rewind this, skip back, and all that good stuff. But now there is that time, what you came for when you saw that thumbnail, that beautiful, beautiful thumbnail that our resident artist, Bree 40 Millie, likes to put together. I know this is why y'all here. You know what I'm saying? You saw that thumbnail and said, you know what, that looks pretty interesting, man. Let me see. They're going to review this movie. Let me see what they're talking about. Well, what we are talking about is Indiana Jones and the Dawn of Destiny. I don't know why it just sounds like it's supposed to be announced like that, don't it, though? You know, it just sounds all epic. The Dawn of Destiny.
Put the echo on it.
Yeah, man.
Y'all up in the studio and this thing.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Got the studio going.
Reverbs, yeah, all that. Put a Hall effect on that thing, man. But
Just trying to put that echo, the reverb, all that.
yeah, man. Yeah, no, we you know how we do for y'all, man. We go in and do the homework for you. You know, we go in, we check these movies out. And we go and just try to say, hey, look, man, it's something you need to go check out. You're going to love it. You're going to hate it. Somewhere in between, whatever. So, once again, we did our homework and we checked out Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Now, I will say there was a special request to view this movie. So, shout out, you know what I'm saying, OAL, you know. Shout out to my boy Joseph, you know what I'm talking about.
What up?
Hey.
Setting, mad Italian.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. She know what it is. Yeah.
OAO.
Absolutely. And definitely shout out to Isaac, you know what I'm saying, son and everything. They wanted us to get our take on this. So definitely had to shout y'all out by name. Appreciate y'all being subscribers and fans of the Hangout Xperince.
Salute.
Yeah.
That's right. Got your own hand clap. You see that? So I'm sure you're smiling over there, Isaac. I see you. Yeah, you know, shout out to my nephew, Isaac, you know what I'm saying, his Uncle Price, we see you, man. So we're going to go ahead and do this for you right here, Isaac. We're going to go ahead and do Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. All right. So, Bree, you know what it is, man. Go and roll that beautiful bean footage.
Let's go.
Well, in that case, what are we drinking?
Same for the goddaughter.
Dad told me you found something on a train during the war. A dial that could change the course of history.
Why are you chasing the thing that drove your father crazy? Don't move.
Please get out of here. Stop! Sorry.
Helena!
Dr. Jones, get him.
Ride that horse.
Hitler made mistakes, and with this, I will correct them all. You stole it. Then you stole it.
And then I stole it. It's called capitalism.
This way.
Fasten your seatbelts. There might be some turbulence.
You've taken your chances, made your mistakes. And now, a final triumph.
Give him hell, Indiana Jones!
A few times in my life, I've seen things. I've been tortured with voodoo. Been shot 9 times, including once by your father.
Sorry!
But I've been looking for this all my life.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Yes. Man, hey, man. First of all, I'm an Indiana Jones fan, so my opinion may be a little biased on here, you know what I'm saying? Just because I grew up with Indiana Jones, man, what can I say? Listen, Indiana Jones for me was like Lara Croft, you know what I'm saying? Tomb Raider, there she go. Tomb Raider, man. Like Tomb Raider to me was based off of Indiana Jones, you know what I mean? You know, stuff that he was doing, man. The puzzles and, you know, all this stuff here, man. Of course, you know, Harrison Ford didn't look as good as Lara Croft. We all know that, you know what I mean?
All as you know.
I know, right? Matter of opinion, huh? Matter of perspective. But going into it, I didn't know what I was going to think, but I saw the previews and everything. Of course, you know, just like with Fast X, I'm coming off of a bad installment of that, you know, series, which we all know was the Crystal Skulls, you know what I'm saying, and didn't fare too well for Shia LaBeouf and, you know, all that good stuff. I was hoping, I was routine. I was like, come on, man, you need a winner, man. You need a winner. And it's a very, very entertaining movie for me, you know, so I was not disappointed. Now, of course, is it perfect? Absolutely not, and that's what we're here for, to talk about that. But good movie. Yeah, I think it was a pretty good movie, man. If you seen the trailers and you notice when they snatch that bag off from his head, he looks very, very de-aged. And I promise you, because I watched Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, which was the first one. I watched that before this, and if you watch that, you pretty much can go right into the Dial of Destiny. I mean, there's a couple things in between where they touch on Temple of Doom and what's the one with his father? The Last Crusade. Yes, thank you very much, Timmy, the producer. But 4, you can definitely skip that and go right into, you know, you can do like 1, 2, 3, 5. You know what I mean? You don't have to do chronological. I was really skeptical at first because the de-aging. But let me tell you, man, when they snatched off that bag, it looked like I was still watching. It looked like I was watching part 2 of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Like he looks just like he did in that movie, and it is magnificent. It is the absolute best de-aging I have seen thus far. And I was cool with the Luke Skywalker thing they did in The Mandalorian, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people had their words to say about it, but come on, man. You've never seen Luke look so good, man. You know what I'm saying? After so long, you never think you would see him like that again. I was cool with it. But some of the other stuff that they did, man, would look all cartoonish and they face look like it's kind of melting off of, oh my God, man. Like say for instance, in The Flash, you know, Christopher Reeves, whatever that was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that was supposed to be. He didn't look right, you know? But in here, man, Harrison Ford, man, I'm looking at all the expressions he's making, everything, man. And I'm talking about, it was beautiful, man. It was a beautiful sight, you know? So that right there drew me in from the jump. It felt like an Indiana Jones movie, you know what I mean? The way things were going. They did a lot of things right. They did a lot of things right for me, and I was just really, really happy with it. But we're going to get to all that. As you know, Harrison Ford, he's up in age now, you know what I'm saying? But he's still playing it, you know, still doing his thing. 80-year-old man, okay?
Man,
It's
okay.
still starring,
Oh,
still carrying a franchise, man. That's a bad dude, man.
Shout out to Harrison Ford. Shout out William Dafoe.
Absolutely.
Actors who still believe in, you know, playing the role to the best of their abilities.
Yeah.
No matter of age.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Good grief, man. I mean, 80 years old. Oh, he's from
Chicago,
y'all. He's from
yeah.
y'all town, man. Chicago, Illinois. Okay. There it is. There it is then. Okay.
He done locked in with Disney, you know, the Lucasfilms, Disney.
Yeah.
Look like Captain America coming up.
No doubt. Oh, man. Yes, definitely shout out to him, man. 80 years old and you still leading, you know what I'm saying? You're the leading man in the movie. Come on, man. That is amazing. Had a boy, Mads, you know what I'm saying? Mads, he was in there, you know, and I remember the first time I saw him was Casino Royale, you know, with Daniel Craig, you know, his first go at being Bond. He had the little crying, you know, he cried blood or something like that, you know what I mean? And I was like, man, who is this dude, man? He looks menacing, no? You know what I mean? Like, this guy here, man. So, he, you know, he always plays very good bad guy roles, you know.
Hey.
Yeah, he's been a bad boy. Yeah, he always plays those bad roles, man. And some people kind of get Hannibal.
Hannibal, the TV series.
Loved him in Hannibal.
Yeah.
Loved him in Hannibal.
Yep.
And I loved him in Polar. I thought he was good in Polar too.
On the Polar, I didn't get a chance to see that. But if you're saying I need to check it out, I would definitely check that out. Then.
Yeah, I thought he did a pretty good job.
That's nice.
I think you should check it out. I think you'll enjoy it.
That's what's up.
It's one of those sleeper movies where you don't really expect much out of it, but then like maybe 20 minutes into it, it just starts picking up, and you like,
okay.
And next thing you know, you go through the whole movie like, okay, that
bad.
shocked me. It was a surprise.
That's what's up.
Bad.
I like the sleeper hits. You know what I'm saying? The ones you don't, you know what I mean? You don't see them coming, and then boom, walk away pleasantly surprised. So, all right, guys. So y'all hear that out there? All these Hangout fans. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check out Polar. Recommended by.
But we are.
X a million.
We are here for we're here for Indiana Jones though,
No doubt.
Shameless plug.
Oh yeah.
Check them out.
We gotta get it in. Who we got next? Phoebe Waller-Bridge. She played Helena Shaw. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I was surprised, man, because I was an Antonio Banderas fan, man. I'm sorry, man. I mean, we talking about Desperado, man.
Yeah.
For me, bro, I just had real high hopes for this guy, man. Like, this is Desperado, dude. You know what I'm saying? He's Zorro.
He should have brought Desperado to this.
Right. He might have. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm about to give a spoiler, but I will say that I was shocked to see him, but pleasantly surprised to see him. You know what I mean? I mean, he's Antonio Banderas always been a cool actor to me.
Very random, I felt, but
it was.
I wasn't mad at it.
It was.
I wasn't mad that he was in there.
It's funny you say that because it wasn't like it was like they plugged him in. You were right. Like he didn't have to be in there, but you wasn't mad that he was.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, man. Cool dude. Man, Desperado, that's my boy. And then of course, Puss in Boots. You know what I'm saying? Wow.
Who is basically Zorro?
Who's basically Zorro? That's true. So he's been Zorro twice, just in different skins, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just in different skins.
Oh man, Bree, you ever see Zorro?
Also, I want to say I have. Okay. I just can't remember.
Yeah, he's the voice.
He's the voice of Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Get
Puss
ready
in
for
Boots.
Puss. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The Shrek universe.
I was just going to say, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing new Shrek.
Yeah, I think they do got one in the works.
That's what's up. In the DreamWorks. See what I did there?
All the original actors and actresses as well.
I hope so, because I really like Shrek.
Shrek was the jam, man. Okay, cool. All right, moving on. Boyd Holbrook. And we've seen him. He definitely plays a bad guy really well. You know what I'm saying? He was in Logan, of course. The Predator.
Shoot first.
Narcos. You know what I'm saying? Was an excellent show. Man, yeah. So typecast again, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, usually a bad guy. Shawnette Renee Wilson, which she played her part. I was pretty impressed with her. You know what I'm saying? The CIA agent. She was doing her thing. Didn't take any crap. I didn't remember her in Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? But I do remember seeing her somewhere. But she's in Billions, The Resident.
Oh yeah, I like Billions.
Yeah, I've heard it's a really good show. Yeah. Not even gonna try to butcher his name. You know what I'm saying? Kretschmann, Thomas Kretschmann. He's in Marvel, dog. He's the German guy that has the twins. You know what I'm saying? He's in Avengers 2. He's that Colonel guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, same with him. You know what I'm saying? Usually plays.
So the movie that introduced Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
Absolutely.
You saying he's their pappy?
Yep. He's the guy who is experimenting
Who's
on
the
them.
pappy? He's the pappy.
I'm that baby's daddy, man. So, and then of course, you know what I'm saying, this is, George Lucas is involved with this. You know what I mean? Y'all already know. But what was really nice, and this is right here is a spoiler for sure. Karen Allen, and we already know she started this, you know what I'm saying? She started this gangster stuff, you know what I'm saying? She was in the original Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. And
my favorite scene of the whole film.
Oh, dude, was that not good, man? Was that not
when
good,
she
bro?
Walked through that door.
Come on, bro.
When she walked through that door.
I mean, they did that right, man. That's fan service right there. Now, unfortunately, she was in the Crystal Skull as well, but, we won't hold that against her.
Here we go. Listen.
I like Crystal Skull.
You gotta let your
it was decent.
beef go, man. You gotta let the beef go.
Hey, dog.
They're trying to make up for it,
Oh, my God, yo. Yeah, man. So she was in that as well, and she made an appearance and came back. I thought it was really, really done well and written well the way they brought her in. Marion Ravenwood is her character's name. That's the counterpart for Indiana Jones. So, yeah, man. So good stuff, man. I very solid cast. A lot more people in there as well. Very solid cast. I think they did a great job with bringing Indiana Jones back. Not only bringing him back, but bringing him back at an age where he's a bitter old man now. You know what I'm saying? He's alone. He's definitely that get off my lawn old man. You know what I mean?
Or turn down that music.
Turn down that music, old man, for sure. Now, is he that way just because he's old, or is he that way because him and Marion are no longer together, which is what we find out in the very beginning of the movie, is that they broke up over something that you don't find out until a little bit later on. Or if you're really, really paying attention and they first flash it, then you're like, oh, I wonder what happened. I wonder why that folded up American flag pillow is right there. You know what I mean? Anyway, it was good stuff, man. It was good stuff. Like I said, I thought they brought it in well. He's an old man. He's dealing with old age and, and things of that nature. But they also have flashbacks into things that he's done, things that might have caused him to be in the position he's in now, and so forth and so on. So the flashbacks from 1940 something all the way to, or maybe even 30s, all the way to, what was it, 1970 something? I think they had the kind of the hippies thing going on. So they're going back and forth between that, man. I thought they did it flawlessly, to be honest with you, because I was never lost or really bored with it. They brought it right back at the right time. Like I said, the de-aging was just magnificent. So as it was going, I'm like, okay, I'm here for it. You know what I mean? I'm definitely paying attention and seeing what's going on. And of course, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's 80 years old, but he still move around pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? He's still throwing punches and everything. You know what I mean? And it didn't look like it was a stunt double, you know what I'm saying, when he was, doing his thing. So I was like pretty impressed, man. So, man, obviously it's still pretty good shape. Now, I will say one thing, X, I don't know if you notice it, but I'm like, y'all didn't got to have the man coming out with his shirt off, you know what I'm saying? Skin hanging all down, loose and everything. Oh,
the
man.
Taco meat had to show.
Oh, man. I'm like, come on, don't do Harrison like that. Don't do Harrison like that, yo. Come on, yo. Like, don't do it like that, man.
Try to do my man's all type of wrong.
Yeah, they could have a little white beat on or something, man. They ain't got to do him like that, dog. Like, come on, bro. He's an 80-year-old man. What do you expect his body to look like? You know what I mean? But anyway, man, it went from that, to of course introducing Phoebe Waller's character, who was, Toby Jones or Basil's Shaw's daughter, who has become quite of an archaeologist herself, but she has different motives. She doesn't try to find things to put them in them. It belongs to the museum. That's one of his favorite lines. She doesn't do that. She like, you know what? It belongs in whoever hand is going to pay me for it, and that money belongs in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? So that's what her motivation on here is, and that's pretty much.
She said, "I need my money.
I need it now." So that's why she's pretty much going after the Dial of Destiny. You know what I mean? And some antics ensue, of course, because there's always somebody else who's looking for a powerful.
Classic.
Yes. Absolutely.
Classic Indiana Jones fashion.
Come on, man. You know what it is. You got the good versus evil. You know what I'm saying? That's always the tale in Indiana Jones. All right. Nothing changes here. They do the same thing, pretty much, same formula. But the formula works, though. The only thing they do is they just change up whatever this archaeological treasure is that they're going for. You know what I mean? It's kind of like National Treasure, with Nicolas Cage in a sense. You know what I mean? They always got something that can do something mystical, right? And for some reason, this is the funny part about it, is that Indiana Jones never believes its power until he actually sees it, even though they've opened up a lost ark. that basically burned somebody alive. They've had the aliens with crystal skulls. You know what I mean? They've had all type of stuff happening, and I'm like, how you still don't believe?
But until he sees it, it's not real.
It's not real.
You know what I mean? So the dial doesn't do what y'all say it does until I see it.
If I see it dialing.
It's a paradox.
It's got to dial somewhere. It's got to take us somewhere.
Oh my God. Yeah, man. And I think it has some pretty good lines in it, man. You know, like I said, there is something, and I won't spoil this part for you, but there's something that happens with his son that kind of explains Shia LaBeouf's absence in this movie. And he's basically dealing with that, you know what I'm saying? The thing that's going on with his son. And I thought it was pretty real, man. You know how they touched on that. I mean, because they rarely humanize these characters, but they really humanized him. You know, he's a hero, right? He's a hero. He fights Nazis. He does all these things. He's swinging across big gaps and running from big boulders and all type of stuff. But he's still a human. He's still a father. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's still a husband. And you have issues to deal with that when you are a husband and a father and so forth and so on. So what do these heroes, these great heroes do? You know, I thought that was pretty cool how they kind of focused in on that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, X, what did you think though, man? I mean, because you said you've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, or maybe most of it, right? For the most part.
For the most part, I didn't get that far into the film. I'm pretty sure I'm like in the last half hour of the film.
Nice.
Before I saw this, you know what I'm saying? So I got a pretty good understanding of where we were.
Right.
As far as, But I thought as far as a film goes, I think it was a perfect summary of everything, you know what I'm saying? Like they kind of encapsulated a lot of Indiana Jones's character, struggle, all types of stuff, and then helped develop him a little further, you know what I mean? It was so much more depth and layer. Like you said, they really humanized him in this movie that helps you feel for this man who's been through so much.
Right.
You know, how else is he supposed to, you don't get to see the behind the scenes of what is he dealing with before he gets into these adventures. You just see him jumping into these adventures and
saving the day.
Diving head first.
Right.
Saving the day.
Right.
But then you go home. What happens when you get home? Yep. And I think we saw what happens when Indiana Jones goes home.
Yep.
He's a retired teacher. He doesn't even get to enjoy the fruits of his retirement.
Right.
Before the adventure ensues.
Right.
I thought that was a good little where you at in time.
Right.
Obviously with the story of good versus evil.
Right.
Paying homage and going back to older films and, trying to incorporate that stuff into the new film. And the CGI work, I think, was pretty good, because like you said, you couldn't tell that man was, you thought you'd be looking at a young Harrison Ford, like they used old movie clips or something to make him look like this. No, that was actually a part of filming this whole movie, and I thought that was a really, really good CGI work. I thought it was a good interpretation. The story, I think, was good too. Them trying to find these two pieces, connect the pieces together. Of
course.
Obviously, big bad and everything. Everybody did a wonderful job cast-wise with this film too.
Yeah, man.
Like you would think, Harrison Ford, 80 years old. What is he doing in such a rigorous film, doing the stuff that he's doing still at his age? But he pulls it off,
doesn't
man.
he?
He made it look really good.
He was riding that horse.
I'm telling you,
he was getting
that
in
horse
up on that
riding
horse.
him. He was riding that horse.
He was riding that horse for
sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, dog.
Yeah.
The cart scene.
Oh,
the cart scene when they were driving through the city.
He diving over to another car. Yeah. Nah, it was, bro. It made it feel like it's still Indiana Jones, right? No, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be on a walker, still Indiana Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like,
still Indiana Jones, man. Still got that hat. Still got that whip. Nothing's changed except he got a little older.
The original dog.
The cameos. There you go.
He got that whip, dog. Like, you see how he was working that whip? Boy,
I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh my God.
He was going crazy with that whip. I'm looking like, boy, that whip can do it all, can't it?
Right. It'll whip somebody. You can swing across gaps with it. You know what I'm saying? You whip something out of somebody's hand.
Okay.
Bruh. You can dial a phone, like you can dial somebody's, you know what I mean? Like, hold your phone, like me, pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying? Dialing numbers with that phone, that whip, man. He's a bad boy with that whip, man. He's something serious.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
But I think, overall, as a moviegoer, I think any moviegoer who like has never probably seen an Indiana Jones will still they won't get lost, like you said, because I think it's filled with action, twists and turns.
Yeah.
Like the franchise has given you over the years.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And a more current and up to date, kind of refreshing kind of. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, I think you can skip some in the trilogy. In the triology, shout out to my man CBR.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is a good send off for Indiana Jones.
For sure.
I think personally for me, I thought it was a feel good film. You know,
So you
that
think
ending
it's
was
it?
amazing to me.
This is it for
I
you.
think that's it, dog.
You know, it's funny, man.
I think that's it.
So the
See the end.
Right. So you know the guy that that lets us in, when we go to these screenings. So y'all know how we do. We go to these screenings and everything. And he's from, he works with the studio. And I was like, man, I said the same thing that you said. I said, man, I hope this is a nice little send off for him. And he was like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if this is the last one. And I'm like, okay, let me see what he's talking about.
Oh man.
And I'll be honest with you. Right at the end. I mean, come on, man. He pretty much just grabs the hat. It's not nothing that says he is
let's get
absolutely
back to
retired.
work.
Right, exactly. And just like with John Wick, you know what I'm saying, we saw with John Wick 4. John Wick ain't dead if everybody wants some more John Wick. You know what I'm saying? They'll dig him up out the grave if he's supposed to be dead, which we don't think he is. But same with Harrison Ford, man. I mean, they'll probably ask him, all right, man, you're 80. You think you can do this at 85? Can we get one more out you? Now, like you said, if they sent him off on this one, this is it. This is the perfect send off, man. Because for real, man, I don't hate the Crystal Skulls, but I'm telling you, man, I feel the same way about Crystal Skulls, the same way I feel about Fast 9. I could absolutely skip it. Wouldn't, you know what I'm saying?
It.
I understand.
Don't have to see it again.
Yeah, I understand.
Not gonna die if I have to, but if I just had to, I just have to. But for me, man, I did not want him to end off on that one. So when they said they was coming with one more, I'm like, yes, man, please make it good and get this man a nice little send off. And you're right, X. I could live with this. I could absolutely live with this, man. But I don't think this is gonna be it, though. I don't think, man. They didn't give him that cap. You know what I'm saying? That true cap. Like, all right, this is it. You know what I'm saying? He had said he's done. You know what I mean? He ain't coming back, or he died, or something.
You're absolutely right.
You're right. They didn't put a definite stamp that this is the last one. Right.
So it's room for another adaptation. But with that, you have to live up to what you just did.
Boy, right? Thank you, bro.
Because if Timmy could please pull up when the last Indiana Jones was to this one, when they announced this, they had something they had to live up to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now you set the bar kind of high coming back with the Dial of Destiny in my eyes.
Right.
So if you're going to bring it back for a sixth film, you know what I mean?
All right, so this was Crystal Skulls, 2008. 2008. Yes.
2023. You know what I mean?
Boy, that's a good little gap.
15,
buddy.
16.
That's a good little gap.
That's a gap, dog.
Ooh, I didn't realize it was that old. Golly, I don't know why I thought it was at least in the 2010s or something. Jesus. Okay.
That's about 15 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
My math is.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's a long time, man. That's a long time,
you know what I mean?
Buddy. Whew.
So if you think that, that was supposed to be, the Crystal Skull was supposed to be it, the send-off, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But then they say, okay, no, we're going to give you guys a Dial of Destiny. And then they give us the Dial of Destiny. And it's actually better than the Crystal Skull, right? Yeah. So it blew that expectation out the water, right?
Right.
Perfect. But how do you live up to the Dial of Destiny now? Because you can't give us another Crystal Skull after this.
You better
now
not.
We going back. Now we going backwards in the franchise.
You better not. Yeah. But you know what, man? Check this out. Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981. Right? Okay.
Yep.
It was a smash. So they like, okay, good. We need, let's green light this quick. All right. So we get Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, 1984. 3 years later, bam. They like, they did good again. Okay, so then now you got Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which was 5 years after that movie. You know what I'm saying? So it was popping. You know what I mean? They green-lighting the crap out of this. And then, for whatever reason...
They letting them fly.
And it may be that I don't think the Last Crusade was as welcomed as the other ones. Possibly, it might have been it. So that might have been why it took almost 20 years or 21 years rather. To almost 20 years rather. I think 19
almost
years.
20 years.
Yeah, to bring out Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
And then fast forward to 15 years after that,
Right.
giving us the Dial of Destiny.
Right. Man. But hey, man, listen. If it, you know what, just like Maverick, Top Gun Maverick, it took 30 years to make that sequel. 30 years. And if you're gonna take that long to make one, then let it be like that, man, because that movie was amazing. So, yeah.
Talk about it.
I'm okay with the gap. You know what I'm saying? Just get it right. Get it right. I'm pretty sure they're scheduling things, and I know he did a couple of Star Wars, appearances. Which if you ever read the news about that, he did not like playing Han Solo anymore. But he came back and did it for the fans, of course. And I'm pretty sure there was probably that same thing with here. But for some reason, I feel like he probably loves Indiana Jones a lot more than he does Han Solo,
Personally, I probably could understand that. You know what I mean? That was kind of one of his favorite characters to play, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the time frame it was in when he first started playing it, And
right.
You could tell his attachment to the role, too.
Sure. Because
to be dedicated to the role so much that you do it at 80 years old.
I know, dog. Come on.
And pull it off the way you did, I gotta give you props for that. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. You got, especially you 80 years old. I'm sure you got all type of stuff. Hey, look, man, I gotta get my blood pressure medicine at 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Price, you saw how they kind of brought that up when they was in the movie.
Yeah.
When he was talking about all that he's been through as Indiana Jones, but you know what he really meant.
Hey,
I'm 80 years old. I'm still doing this. It got me climbing walls, jumping from car to car.
I'm too old for this shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. Indiana Glover. And it is funny because we listened to the trailer. He was just like, had voodoo cast on me. I did this and such and such. And then he's like, I've been shot 9 times. I'm like, okay, so you 50 Cent now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He 50 now. You know what I mean?
Many man.
Indiana 50 Cent, boy. Yes, sir. That's good stuff. But yeah, no, man. You make some good points, bro. I definitely feel you. It absolutely could stand as the last one for me. I would be just fine with it. Hats off to you, man. And like you said, bro, don't make another one to give me, you know what I'm saying, the Crystal Skull again. Just leave it right here, or if you do it right. But man, he's 80 years old, dog. He's 80. Come on. And if he was doing his own stunts, you know what I'm saying? He was doing his own stunts in this movie. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see the man get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't try to be Tom Cruise. You know what I'm saying? Because Tom he don't. I feel bad for his stunt doubles. You know what I'm saying? Because they probably don't get no work. You know what I'm
me too.
Like,
me
man,
too.
Tom, come on, bro. Dang, can I do something, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Stunt double who? It says stunt double who? I don't need none of them.
I got it. Boy, they trying to get mad. Hey, man, this dude here, bro. He's like, I don't know how the process of trying to get onto a movie as a stunt double, but probably as soon as they see Tom Cruise, just skip. He ain't gonna let you do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they probably try to put on a wig and just play like, well, I'll stunt double the woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get some work, bro. Tom ain't gonna let you do his doubles, man. No sir. Oh my God, man. Bree, let me ask you this, man. Have you seen any of the Indiana Jones movies?
I don't think I have.
Really? I gotta mess with you now. I gotta mess with Timmy. What do you mean you ain't seen Indiana Jones?
Seriously. If I have, I don't remember. I know it's been out since I was a kid.
It's been out.
So I could have possibly seen it when I was young.
Right.
But don't know how much I was interested in it, but I will get check it out pretty much.
Yeah, that's all right.
I like adventure type movies.
Yeah.
This is definitely, I see it. It says adventure. I'm not a big action person, but.
Did you know, like, Tomb Raider? You ever heard of Tomb Raider? Did you know about Tomb Raider?
Yeah, I've seen Tomb Raider. Yep.
Okay, so Tomb Raider.
Enjoyed Tomb Raider.
Hey, Tomb Raider came from this. You know what I mean? That whole concept. You know what I mean? About.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see it. Okay.
Right. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. And that was Indiana Jones. You know, I would say probably maybe even closer to Indiana Jones would probably be Uncharted. You know what I'm saying? But he's the male version of Lara Croft, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, that's what's the crazy part about it.
It's just this family tree.
They should have put them together
saying,
in the movie.
He not.
That would have been cool.
He not Angelina Jolie. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
I used to always want to go to those, you know, at Disney World.
Right.
They got like the Indiana Jones game ride or whatever it was, or a show. I used to want to see that live. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or is that Universal Studios or something like that?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they got it no more though.
Mm. Yeah, I would have definitely liked.
They might bring it back because of the movie.
I know, right? I know, man.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. But yeah, man. No, it was now. This is not a spoiler. I mean, you know this if you just looked up the IMDb. But John Rhys Davis, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, he was in the first Indiana Jones. You know, he was the Egyptian character. He played the Egyptian character, and he came back. You know, they had him back in it. And I was like, really impressed, like, man.
Small cameos like that, man. You know, they let him say his famous line and stuff.
Exactly.
You're paying tribute to the franchise the right way. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's all I said when I was saying, like, hopefully you don't make a Crystal Skull because of how good the Dial of Destiny is. Yeah. So you feel like you need to follow it up.
Right.
And then go backwards instead of going forward.
Going forward, yeah. No doubt. I absolutely agree. So you know, for you Indiana Jones fans, okay, the ones who are you heavily invested, please believe you will enjoy this movie. They did it in a very respectful way. I think they did enough and not too much. You know, now is it perfect? Absolutely not. It's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? There was a part for me that kind of dragged a little bit, kind of lost it just for a second or whatever. But it's not a lot of parts in there. Not a lot of parts that happens. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's every movie. You know, every movie's gonna have a part where you might lose a little bit of interest and everything like that. But for the most part, still heavily invested. And I will say for what you're going in there for when you talk about the Dial of Destiny and what you get to see it do, it's a nice little payoff. It is a nice little payoff to know whether this thing actually works or not. So definitely, man, y'all, you know, you check it out, and if you stay to the end, I'm telling you got a nice little surprise coming to you, man. The way they did that thing, man, was very classy, and it's right in the realm of what goes on in Indiana Jones, man. So shout out to them, man. I think they did a great job. So X, I'm gonna let you go ahead and put the finishing touches on that, man, before I throw out some grades and so forth on. But wait a minute, SC, did you see it?
I did. I missed some parts, but I did see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Got a couple notes. This is not much.
Okay, because he didn't get a chance to make it to the screening with it. But I was wondering, bro. That's what's up. My bad, bro.
It's all good, man. You know, I try to keep up with everything that's going on. If I can't make it, I at least try to, you know, make an earlier screening or something. You know, try to stay in the loop of everything.
Oh, okay. What's up,
dedication?
Man?
So
dedication.
Yeah, you know, got to get it in. So I didn't know what to expect because Price, you've seen them from the beginning. You know, like you was a fan from the beginning.
Absolutely.
I always heard of them because I knew about pop culture, so I've always heard about the Indiana Jones movies. Yeah. And they've always been referenced throughout my history.
Sure.
I never really got into it though. Until 2008, Crystal Skull, you know. So
that now it makes sense.
So that made me go back.
Got you.
That made me go back and be like, oh, okay.
That's what's up.
Okay, so this makes sense. And my first introduction to the action scene or whatever was Tomb Raider, you know, PlayStation.
Right.
So it made me even more intrigued to want to tap in and see what was going on with it.
Gotcha.
All right, so going into this, I didn't know what to expect, but lately these action movies have been impressing me. You know, I used to be a fan of action a long time ago, then start getting into horror and thriller, sci-fi and everything else, you know. So my mind expanded and I was accepting everything that was coming out. So I didn't know what to expect, but it was pretty good, you know. I remember some stuff from the first movie, but from like the second and third, I couldn't really remember. I don't even think I saw him. The fourth movie, I remember. I know I seen it, but I barely remember what happened.
Right. And that was Crystal Skull.
Yes, Crystal Skull. Crystal Skull. I liked it, man. I liked it.
Well, it's funny because you saying that now, like if that was your first introduction into it, I can see how you would feel that way because it's still it had all the symptoms of an Indiana Jones movie. It just had Shia LaBeouf, and you know what I'm saying, on a story that I think most of his fans weren't ready for. You know what I'm saying? If you had been following it this whole time, I just don't think they was ready for that kind of story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I definitely see your point. Ain't no doubt.
I think they was just trying to expand and see where he could go next because he was like a hot commodity coming from Disney.
Oh, come on.
Because he did Transformers around that time, too.
He was on fire, man. Golly, Shia.
Shia had a hot streak around that time.
Yep.
He did a good job in Holes. Like, it was a couple films leading into where Shia LaBeouf had like a run he was going on.
Man, that boy was on fire, dude. He did Fury with Brad Pitt, all the Transformers, 3 Transformer movies. He even did Nymphomaniac, you know what I'm saying, which shocked me. I didn't expect to see him in that. He did a lot of stuff, man, and he was on fire. Now, from what I understand, because I wanted to find out, like, why did they write him out of this movie? Like, really? If you know Shia, is definitely outspoken, extremely outspoken.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
And I think he might have shot himself in the foot. I mean, he had some disparaging remarks to say about Steven Spielberg and his style of directing and some producers and so forth and so on. And I don't think they played. I don't think they like that. Now, they are saying that wasn't a factor. That wasn't a factor. But I mean, come on.
The PC answer.
You feel what I'm saying?
The PC answer.
I look at it like this. If Ezra Miller...
We didn't even know about the comments. The comments, that doesn't play a role. We just didn't feel his character fit with the vision that was going.
That's what they were saying. I'm telling you, bro. Like, you're very good at this, X, because that's exactly the type of thing they was saying.
I mean, that makes sense if it was actually true.
If it was.
I mean, Ezra Miller, you see what he's got going on, and he's still in the game. I don't know what's going to happen next after Flash. Check out that Flash review.
I was going to say, that's DC and this Disney.
Yeah. You got a point.
Yeah, boy. Disney don't play. Disney will get you out of here.
Yeah.
Then they might bring you back like, what's the Guardians of the Galaxy, James Gunn, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
They bring you back after the heat die down a little bit. But if you coming with that heat, boy, you gonna sit down for a minute.
You gotta cool down.
Yeah,
you gotta cool down.
Oh my God.
Don't do heat over here.
Shia. Would have been cool. It would have been cool. You know what I'm saying? I actually was a Shia LaBeouf fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to front. But I do know he's definitely outspoken.
To bring it back, good action movie. I was impressed. Yeah. Are we giving scores right now?
No.
Okay.
Unless you want to jump in yours.
No, I'll wait. Sometimes I may jump the gun.
Yeah, man, you're good, bro. But overall, though, you know what I'm saying? For you were okay with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's an interesting thing, though, man. Like I said, I never knew that your first introduction to it was number 4. And
I saw bits and pieces of the first and other pieces, but like 4 was the main one I sat all the way through and I was like, oh, this is what this is about.
What's up?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Same as you,
That
X?
was mine too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then, so for the first time, I'm not gonna hold you. After I saw the 4th one, right, I thought that was the first one. So I kept bugging my mom, like, where's the sequel? How come they don't do any more Indiana Jones? This, that, and the third. See, like, that's the 4th one, right? I was like, the 4th.
Right.
So how come I've never seen them? And then that's when she told me about the first 3 in the trilogy. I'm like, and I only got through the first one because I could never find the second or the third one for me to watch. So that's why I know the first one like the back of my hand too.
Right.
I don't remember too much about, after seeing the first one, I don't remember too much about, Crystal Skull personally, but.
Well, I'll say 2 standouts in number 2, which was the Temple of Doom, was the little Asian boy.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
Yep. And he grew up to become. He was in. He just won an Oscar.
Was he in Goonies?
He was in Goonies as well. Okay. Absolutely. Yeah. He was in Goonies. And then fast forward to multiple years later, he's in Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Oh, yes.
And he wins.
The dad, yeah.
And he wins an Oscar, man. You know what I'm saying? Ki Hu Kwan. Yeah,
Go
man.
back to BMT News where we shouted out Angela Bassett. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Check that out.
Absolutely. And so, he fast forward later, he won an Oscar and everything, and so he was a standout in part 2, and then in 3, of course, all the Sean Connery fans know in The Last Crusade that he was a standout pretty much in that film. So they had a lot of notable people along the way. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool actually when this movie starts off, Dial of Destiny. As it's panning through his apartment, you see a picture of Sean Connery up there. You know what I'm saying? A little blurred, but you could tell, you know what I'm saying, from the silhouette.
But it's Sean Connery.
You know it's Sean Connery, man. You know what I'm saying? The original Bond, you know what I mean? OG Bond. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. So I truly enjoyed it, and I think that you guys will as well. If our reviews mean anything to you, you know what I'm saying, definitely go see this movie. This is not one to sleep on, you know what I'm saying, unless you're us. We don't know ones that can sleep on the movies. Yeah, man.
Okay, I told him everything he missed, y'all. I told Price everything he missed.
Yep. And look, and I said last time, they were like, y'all are the sleepiest reviewers ever. But the thing about it is, it's not that, we just go in there and we just fall asleep. It's not that. It's the fact that we all work, 9 to 5s, you know what I'm saying?
We
work.
pick bad time and to go see these.
I know, right? 9, 10 at night. But we have these 9 to 5s. We got to go work and everything. And we get off, you know what I'm saying? No rest. And we go straight to the movies, man, you know what I'm saying? To give you guys these reviews. So that is the reason why. Anyway, man, listen, I'm going to go ahead and just throw this thing on now. I'll jump on out there first, man, on this one here. For me, absolutely, I will give this a 9, man. Absolutely. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just right out the gate, I'm going to give it a 9 because I think they did very well, man, with the writing. The writing was good. The action was good. The callbacks, you know what I'm saying, from the other movies were great. The de-aging was absolutely the best de-aging I've ever seen, man. I'm just like, let Disney and Lucasfilm do y'all stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? What's their studio? Is it Industrial Light and Magic or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Whenever they do their studio work, sometimes you can see the seams. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can see the seams. You can see, the lines and the strings and whatever. But on this one, you're gonna look for it. You're gonna miss the movie trying to look for that. You know what I'm saying? You might as well just watch the movie and enjoy it because it's not. You're not gonna find it. Yeah, you're not gonna find it. So yeah, man. So for me, like I said, I'm jumping right on out there, man. I'm gonna put the 9 on this thing, man, because I was highly impressed. And if you're gonna wait another 15 years to drop the movie, then this is what you come with, man. So very good. For an 80-year-old leading man, all right? Leading man. Very good, Mr. Harrison Ford. You did an excellent job. And to all the producers and the director, you know what I'm saying? I think his name is James Mangold. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Very well directed. It felt, to be honest with you, let me say this too. It felt like Steven Spielberg directed the movie. You know what I'm saying? It felt like one of the regular movies, man. And that's not easy to pick up a movie from another director and give it that same feel and the same vision. So shouts out to you, my dude. Definitely did this thing. What you got? Come on with it, man. I need some letters. I need an X or I need an SC, man. What y'all got up in here, man? What y'all think? X over here messing with me. Is he frozen? Because he look like
he playing.
I can't get my number, so.
Because you didn't see it, Bree, did you?
No, I can't get my number, so I can't. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Sorry, Indiana.
Nah, you can
I'm still representing though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's why we didn't want to spoil it for you, though, man. We didn't want to spoil it for you,
Oh, it's all good. Sometimes some movies I like to know what's going to happen. I don't like surprises sometimes. So.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
I'm always asking, what's gonna happen in the next part? Yeah.
And I'll be that person like,
what happens
just
after
watch
that?
it. When you watch that movie.
but what's gonna happen after that?
I know, right?
Some things give me.
Get you
Did they do
anxiety.
this before?
Yeah. Some things, anxiety. Yeah, I can't handle it. I can't take it.
Protect your
I'll get up on
peace.
my feet. Yeah. I'll get
Protect
up, walk
your
around because I can't take it. Yeah.
Don't tell you when you sitting there with you covering your eyes with your hands and like, nope, I don't want to see it. Yeah. Oh man, that's good stuff.
Okay.
So what you got?
So what y'all gonna rate that?
What you got, X man?
I'm gonna go ahead and give it an 8.5, dog.
8.5. Okay.
What?
Okay. All right. Any particular reason why shied away from these 9s? What you think, man?
No particular.
You gonna leave it in suspense, huh? Okay. All right.
No, but storytelling, great acting from Harrison Ford and the cast. I saw some of the nuances for it being a dated film.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't feel too dated, you know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't tell it took 15 years to give us this.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But as far as some of the themes in there, like some of the, the good versus evil, some of
and it's
this
Nazis.
versus that,
It's Nazis again. It's the same old. I get that. That's why it was a 9 for me. Yeah.
Like I had to take a little bit from that because I'm like, I feel like there's more stories that could be told in different ways that doesn't have to always involve the same central things around Indiana Jones. You can still have the sprinkle of Indiana Jones, but you can advance and tell a story differently without going too far from the formula.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? But
it was a safe formula.
And they played it safe.
Because you know what they was coming off of? They was coming off that Crystal Skull. So they I'm just playing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was going to say, though. because they coming off of Crystal Skull, which was 15 years ago. Sure. So they trying to up the ante, but play it safe. Mm-hmm. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
which is a good argument.
To my 8.5.
I like that. That's a good argument because they basically did the same thing for Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I mean, The Force Awakens was a reskinned A New Hope. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much
restart the trilogy,
right?
Or restart,
right?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Let's play it safe, right?
Listen, we don't want the Star Wars. Star Wars fans, we want no beef. You know what I'm saying? The Force Awakening was a great movie, great cinematography piece. Price said that.
Price said it again. It was reskinned, and we all know it. But it was good though. I love The Force Awakens. As a matter of fact, I absolutely love it. But I can see the similarities. If they put them side by side, I can see the similarities without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? But I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with them playing it safe on Dial of Destiny as well. But I'm just backing you up. You know what I mean? I feel what you're saying.
That's all.
They could have taken a chance and gone somewhere else and not giving us Nazis again because it was Nazis in the first movie. You know what I'm saying? But they played it safe. I'm all right with that. But yeah,
and that's all. And that's the only reason for the score, really. It's y'all played it safe, and it worked. As we're saying on this panel, it worked.
Right.
You still gave us a good film.
Right. Absolutely. 8.5. All right. Still not too bad, man. Yeah, Nazis in all but 2 movies. Yeah.
That's what I thought too. Thank you,
5.
Timmy. I thought that too.
Yeah.
Like that's a
continuing
congruent story throughout Indiana Jones. You know what I mean? But
he don't like
the second.
Yeah, he don't fool with them Nazis, bro. If you don't know,
Indiana Jones, Rocky Balboa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't fool with that, man.
Well, Rocky dealt with the Russians.
Yeah, the Russians. It was Russians. Yeah. But I know clear. Like, man, they gonna cancel us, but we can't get through one show.
I'm gonna have to beat that out at some point.
Like, we can't get through one show. Yeah, man. But nah,
bleep that out.
Give me that smoke, baby. Give it to me. But nah, man. I agree with you though, bro. I agree with you. But that was why it dipped in my score as well. Same old. Same old. Well, let me ask 3 times. Hey, SC. What you think, man?
It was pretty decent. I was surprised, like, going into these last few movies. Like I said, I haven't had any expectations, and I didn't really know what to expect. But we're gonna go with an 8.5, you know, because
I thought you was gonna do the 8.8 again.
I did think about that, but I missed some stuff. You know, I missed some stuff in between. So that 8.5, you know, it was good action. Kept me in tune for the parts that I did see. I like how they did the callbacks to some of the characters. I presume they were in the original movies, but I wasn't sure. Yeah. But the way they interacted with Indiana Jones and Helena, I believe was her name.
Helena Shaw.
Yeah.
It seemed like they've known it before.
Yeah. So I thought it was callbacks to some of the original films.
See that I'm saying?
Overall, good story. So 8.5. We keep it short and simple. You feel me?
No doubt. I love it.
You're from hell, Indiana.
Sliders was my show.
Okay, Sliders. Yeah. All right, yeah.
Yeah, they travel through alternate dimensions, so it's like some multiverse type stuff. They slide through portals.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's John Rhys Davies. Okay, yeah. No doubt. And The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. That's right. I knew it was something else, man. I could not, remember where he was from. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, he was in a lot of stuff. Man, that's nice, good solid numbers right there. You know what I'm saying? Really good solid numbers right there. Basically, if y'all hearing and if these numbers mean anything to y'all, that means that what are you doing sitting here listening to us right now? Get up and go see Indiana Jones and the Dail of Destiny. Yeah, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all, man. Again, tuning in with us, rocking with us as we do our movie reviews. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do, baby. We like to just have fun and trip out with y'all, man. But please stick around.